America, I'm telling you, trickle-down incompetence is real. Listen to Scott Benson as he can't explain who pays the price for tariffs.
Who pays tariffs, Mr. Secretary? No. Answer the questions I asked, please. I only have 5 minutes. Who pays tariffs?
Sorry? Well,
who pays tariffs?
Sorry,
Mr. Secretary, please.
Excuse me.
The question is very simply, who pays tariffs, Mr. Chairman? I'd like him to answer that question.
Well,
he wants to answer other questions.
Well, Congressman, if the exporters, they dislike tariffs so much, why wouldn't they? If I think what you're trying to get me to say.
Did you remember the question? I'm not sure you did. Who pays tariffs?
It's a very complicated question.
Reclaiming my time. People pay tariffs, right? Reclaiming my time, Mr. Secretary. Reclaiming my time, Mr. Secretary.
This is at the same time as Donald Trump is saying this.
50 pencils, they can have 5.
Maybe the children will have $2 instead of $30, you know? And maybe the $2 will cost a couple of bucks more than they would normally, but
this administration would love for the American people to be dumbfounded and not know that tariffs will cause prices to increase. This administration wants you to be dumbfounded and not know that shelves will be empty because we will have supply chain issues if these tariffs stay in place. This is the party that claims that DEI was a cancer on this country, that DEI allowed incompetence, that DEI is the reason why, quote unquote, this country has been ruined, when we have people like Scott Besant who can't even sit there and tell the truth to the American people and state the definition of a tariff. But don't worry, it's 2025, and if you're white, you're competent. And if you're not, whoop-de-doo, they're forgetting you. And they will let people like him who are incompetent continue to rise up the ranks. Thanks for your support. Like, follow, comment, repost.
Trump's billionaire friends are completely out of touch with reality. And if you want to get a measure for that, these are people that are now embedded in the federal government and are making decisions for you and me. If you want to get a true measure for how completely out of touch with reality they are, I give you 1%. Trump's Secretary of Treasury was in Davos, Switzerland, and he was discussing the recent news that the Trump administration is considering limiting the number of houses that big investors, institutional investors, can purchase. And he was defining the concept of mom and pop buyers of houses. And this is his definition.
What is a mom and pop? That someone, maybe your parents for their retirement, about 5, 10, 12 homes. So we don't want to push the mom and pops out.
I'm sorry, what? 5, 10, 12 houses purchased for retirement. The simple fact that he's lumping together people that buy 5 houses with people that buy 10 houses, like that is a homogenous group, is in and of itself insane. But I want to remind Bessent that 69% of American people own one house and only 4% of the American people own a second house. There is no ma and pa buyer that buys 12 houses. And the fact that he's giving an example of your parents, maybe for retirement, are buying 12 houses, and he finds that to be normal, probably gives us a measure of how completely detached this man who makes decisions for you and me is from the reality of approximately 350 million Americans.
We are going to give guidance at some point to see what is a mom and pop. That someone, maybe your parents for their retirement, about 5, 10, 12 homes. So we don't want to push the mom and pops out. We just want to push everyone else out. We are going to give guidance at some point to see what is a mom and pop. That someone, maybe your parents for their retirement, about 5, 10, 12 homes. So we don't want to push the mom and pops out. We just want to push everyone else out.
But he did bring a 9mm semi-automatic weapon with 2 cartridges to what was supposed to be a peaceful protest. I think that there are a lot of paid agitators who are ginning things up, and the governor has not done a good job at tamping this down.
Yeah. I mean, as you know, he was an ICU nurse, worked for the Veterans Administration, and there's no evidence that he brandished the gun whatsoever. In fact, it appears
but he brought
he was
a gun.
disarmed before
he brought a gun. Have you ever gone to a protest, Jonathan?
I mean, we do have a Second Amendment in this country that...
Jonathan, have you ever gone to a protest?
I mean...
have you gone to a protest?
I mean, no, actually, as a reporter covering it.
Okay, I've been to a protest.
Yeah.
Guess what? I didn't bring a gun. I brought a billboard.
Okay.
Alberta is a wealth of natural resources, but they won't let them build a pipeline to the Pacific. I think we should let them come down into the U.S., and Alberta is a natural partner for the U.S. They have great resources. The Albertans are very independent people. Rumor that they may have a referendum on whether they want to stay in Canada or not.
I would say no, thanks, but no thanks. We will do our own things, and we will be able to develop our resources with Albertans, with Canadians, and that's something that will remind him next time I see him.
Why is Donald Trump threatening Canada again with another trade war?
Well, Jonathan, good to be with you. And look, Prime Minister Carney went to China, came back, dropped some industry-specific tariffs on Chinese goods, and we have a highly integrated market with Canada, sometimes in autos, which he dropped the EV tariff, I believe, from 100% to 6%. The goods can cross the border during the manufacturing process 6 times, and we can't let Canada become an opening that the Chinese pour their cheap goods into the U.S. We have a USMCA agreement, but based on that, which is going to be renegotiated this summer, and I'm not sure what Prime Minister Carney is doing here, other than trying to virtue signal to his globalist friends at Davos. I don't think he's doing the best job for the Canadian people.